Shalom. I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Shemiah Shai, Bahashim Kakudash, double honors to the apostles, GMS of Great Millstone, salutations, shalom, and blessings to the elect. Okay, now I just came across this quick article. I didn't read it, so I'm gonna read it along, you know, with you. This is from Yahoo. All right. And we all know that opioids right now are the biggest drug killer amongst Edomites. All right, Edomites are dying on a fast pace with these opioids. All right. Now another drug that these Edomites use, they're big meth heads. All right, they love meth. All right. Now this is from today. This is December 18, 2019. All right, it's from the New York Times. All right, and it says a call to action as death rise from meth use. It says Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, and this is an Edomite. All right, and that's her right there. All right, it show you, all right, that you Edomites, all right, the Most High is starting to pass judgment on you now, man. All right, the same curses, all right, that are applied to us, now the Most High is transferring them curses onto you. All right, it says the teenager had pink cheeks from the cold, and a matter of fact tone as she explained why she had started using meth for Salakia, from my reading, meth. I can't say this word, Salaki, but meth for team after becoming homeless last year. Having nowhere to sleep, nothing to eat. That's where meth comes into play, said the girl 17 who asked to be identified by her nickname Rose. Those things aren't a problem if you're using. She stopped 2 months ago. She said after smoking so much meth over a 24-hour period that she hallucinated and nearly jumped off a bridge. Deaths associated with meth use are climbing here in Oklahoma. Wow, so a lot of these Edomites are dropping dead, man. All right? And that's all praise to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. All right? And in many other states, in an alarming trend. All right, so this happened like fire, man. All right, for them to use words like that means they're seeing that their people are dying off, man. All right, and I told you what, we're in the last days, man. All right, thence will I bring thee down. All right, save the Lord, man. All right, we'll go into the book of Obadiah. All right, these Edomites are going down, man. This country is divided. Their society is going down. They're losing their power. We're on the brinks of World War III. All right, the economy is about to collapse any moment. All right. For a nation battered by the opioid epidemic, right? Yeah, and who's that nation ultimately, man? The nation of Edom, man, ESAU, right? And one that public health officials are struggling to fully explain. All right, you can't explain it. Why? Because it's the Most High. All right. All right. That's why it's you Edomites are having a hard time trying to explain why this is happening, man. All right, because it's a spiritual thing, man. All right, the Most High is taking you Edomites down spiritually, and then he's gonna take you down physically, man. All right. It says the meth problem has sneaked up on state and national leaders. In Oklahoma, meth had related drugs, including prescription stimulants, now play a role in more deaths than all opioids combined, including painkillers, heroin, and fentanyl. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the federal spending package that lawmakers agreed on this week includes legislation from Sense, Jeannie Shaheen, D.N.H., and Rob Portman, Republican Ohio, that would allow states to address the resurgence of meth and cocaine by using some of the billions of dollars that Congress had appropriated to combat opioid addiction. Meth use first ballooned in the United States from the 1990s into the early 2000s, when it was often made by a small home lab with big ass word, Salaki for my word. I can't say this word right, but pseudoephedrine, if I'm saying it right. I don't even know, but the main ingredient in many drugstores, cold medicines. But today's meth, largely imported from Mexico, is far more potent. And the Mossad is doing this on purpose, man. All right, the Mossad, you know, not on purpose, but the Mossad, he's behind this, man. All right, it's a way different from, and I'm going to show you why. All right, I'm going to show you how he's behind this. It's way different from the meth people were using 20 years ago, said Dr. Jason Beenan, the chairman of psychiatry and behavioral science at the Center for Health Science at Oklahoma State University. It's like they were drinking Mountain Dew and now they're injecting Red Bull. So you go from one bad drink, which Mountain Dew's garbage, or soda's garbage, to another even more poisonous drink, a Red Bull, man. All right, which Red Bull is more poisonous than fucking Mountain Dew. All right, you shouldn't be drinking that at all. All right, I know some people like mixing that with their drinks. I don't like doing that personally because I don't like that shit. But nationally, since late last year, meth has turned up in more deaths than opioid painkillers like oxycodone and hydrocodone. In 14 of the 35 states that report overdoses deaths to the federal government on a monthly basis, meth is also involved in more deaths than fentanyl, by far the most potent opioid. This is America, man. This is an embarrassment to America, man. All right, let me pause real quick. This is an embarrassment to America, man. Here it is. This is supposed to be the greatest nation on the earth, right? And everybody's supposed to be prospering. But you got a lot of people fucking dying off of drugs, man. Because everybody's depressed, all right? Like this Edomite girl over here, all right? That nearly jumped off a bridge. All right, she had no place to eat, no place. Why, man? Because this is ESAU Edom, man. All right? Who's doing this, man? All right? Purposely. Which we don't care about you Edomites, man. All right? But you're destroying your own nation, man. Here it is. You're supposed to be ruling the earth, man. And you can't even rule the earth rightly, man. All right? You're destroying your own people, man. All right? Which is a good thing. All right? It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing for us, the nation of Israel. Provisional data from the CDC shows there were about 13,000 deaths involving meth nationwide in 2018, more than twice as many as 2015. Wow. That is still far fewer than opioid deaths overall, which passed 47,000. But the pace is accelerating while opioid fatalities have flattened. The most recent federal data, for example, estimates that from May 2018 to May 2019, there were 24.6% more deaths involving meth and other drugs in its class than in the previous years, compared to 9.4% more deaths involving fentanyl and other synthetic opioids. Deaths involving meth have been concentrated in the western United States, but are moving eastward, even to regions that meth barely touched in the past, like New England. So this is spreading, man. The Mossad is spreading this curse on you Edomites, man. All right. This is the one thing that keeps me awake at night. Dr. Bree P. Giroir, Assistant Secretary for Health at the Health and Human Service Department, said at a conference on a stimulant abuse Monday, within a few short months, and you can model it any way you want. Methamites will be secondary to fentanyl nationwide associated with overdose deaths. Unlike with opioids, there is no way to reverse the effects of a meth overdose, just as there is no medication approved to treat meth addiction and the cravings it creates. For now, treatment for meth addiction consists largely of behavioral therapies with a much more moderate effect size compared with medication, said Dr. Nora Volka, the director of National Institution on Drug Abuse. All right, there's not going to be no therapy, all right, to help you Edomites get over this, man, because the Most High is doing this, man. All right, the scripture says, who can resist the will of the Most High? All right, this is the Most High's will. All right, so there's not going to be anything you Edomites are going to be able to do, all right, to stop this overdose on your people, man. All right, this is the works of the Most High, baby. All right, it says, for many here in Oklahoma want treatments to exit are out of reach. Most poor adults in the state do not qualify for Medicaid coverage that would help those with meth addiction gain access to treatment because the state has chosen not to expand the program under the Affordable Care Act. See, man, look, and that right there shows you Esau don't even give a shit about his own people, man. All right? Because we already know a lot of these people that are on opioids are Edomites, man. All right? You're not repopulating like you're supposed to. And you're dying off of your own drug, man. All right? And that's beautiful, man. You Edomites are starting to getting a taste of your own medicine. Because this drug epidemic that started was supposed to target us, man. The Israelites, man. The so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. But it backfired on you, man. All right? Like the scripture says, he's gonna you shall fall on your own crafty device, man. Roughly paraphrasing it. All right? And this is a crafty device that you aimed at and try to shoot at us, but it's backfiring on you, man. All right? Why? Because that's the Most High doing this. All right? And I'm going to show you like I said, all right, with a scripture. All right? And it says, while Oklahoma has won a windfall of money, 355 million from lawsuits against opioid manufacturers, much of it is specifically for fighting opioid addiction. We know there's a funding coming in for the opioid problem, said Mimi Tarask, the chief officer of Women in Recovery, an alternative sentencing program in Tulsa. But what I see and what our community continues to see is really a lot of addiction to, big ass word again, methamphetamine. These on these damn hard ass words, man. Can never make nothing simple. Meth is still not considered nearly as deadly as heroin or synthetic fentanyl, the latter of which has killed tens of thousands of Americans over the past 5 years, often within 5 minutes by depressing their breathing. Instead, meth stimulates the central nervous system, causing agitation, sleepiness, psychosis, and gradual damage to the heart, brain, and other organs. Basically, your blood pressure goes up so high that you can rupture your artery or have a stroke. God damn, said Dr. Andrew Herring, an emergency medicine and addiction specialist in Oakland, California. In many cases, opioids are contributing to meth deaths as people use both types of drugs together. Hey, and the scripture says when the righteous are in authority, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. All right, and that's why you're having so many deaths. All right, here in America, man. All right, because who's in power? Esau Edom. All right, and we already know who Esau Edom is. All right. All right. And this is really happening on you Edomites, man. All right. It says opioids were found to play a role in about half of the deaths involving meth in 2017, the most recent year for which detailed toxicology results are available. Some experts think the number is probably larger. Dr. Daniel Corcoran, a professor at the University of California, San Francisco, who studies patterns of drug use, said he suspected some coroners and medical examiners were not checking the blood of overdose victims for dozens of fentanyl analogies, which have chemical structures similar to fentanyl but require specialized toxicology testing. Meth-related deaths may also be rising simply because the number of users are rising. Yeah, man, because this is America, man. Slavery, man. Oppression, man. All right? You even got Edomites freaking being oppressed by their own people, man. All right? And you're supposed to be having a good time, man. All right? You conquered this land. All right? You stole it from the Native Americans. All right? Now, why is it you have Edomites dying off of opioids, man? That shows that you're gonna be a two-time loser, Esau. Not only are you loser, I'm talking to the poor ones here in America. Sad, a happy thing to say, but a sad thing for you. All right, that makes you a two-time loser because not only are you a loser in your own kingdom. All right, I'm talking about the low-level Edomites. All right, not the high upper art, not the ones that are on high levels, but you're gonna be a loser in our kingdom, man. When we enslave your whole nation, all right? From the so-called rich Edomites to the so-called poor Edomites, all right? You're all going to be poor Edomites, man, all right? Well, rich Edomites to the poor Edomites. You're all going to be poor Edomites, All right, not I didn't mean to say so-called. That was a slip of the tongue. That was just Satan. But it says meth-related deaths may also be rising simply because the number of users are rising. Corcoran said, including those with underlying heart or other problems. It's embarrassing that we don't have the answers at our fingertips, and we should, Corcoran said at the Stimulant Abuse Conference. It says, researchers suggest that in some cases, fear of dying from fentanyl is compelling people to use meth instead. Others are using meth as an upper to rouse themselves after using opioids, which have a sedative effect, or to help with opioid withdrawal. Still others are turning to meth for a high, even as they take anti-craving medications to recover from opioid addiction. Yeah, man. Like I said before, man. It's embarrassing, man. All right? Like she quoted, it's embarrassing. All right? Why? Because America's supposed to be this great nation, right? And when people outside look at America, they look at it like it's a prosperous country. But come to find out, when they come here, they see freaking people dying off of damn opioids, man. Homeless in the street. All right? There shouldn't be homelessness in America, man. All right? But this shows you the wickedness of Esau, man. How he works, man. Like the scripture says, man. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. All right? So if it's given into the hands of the wicked, guess what? The whole earth is going to be wicked, man. And like I said before, when the wicked are in power, the people mourn. All right? Right now, this whole world is mourning, man, because you Edomites are ruling. All right? Especially here in America, man. The Israelites are mourning, man, because you got all the tribes here, man. All right? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. We're mourning, man. But now it's backfiring on you, man. All right? Because this was purposely created to destroy us, but it's destroying your people, man. All right? And that's the hands of the Most High, and I'm going to show you. All right? That's how much more I got on this. I got a lot, but you know, let me see. It says, I'll read a little bit more, and then I'm just gonna close it out with the scripture. I mean, if you're interested, I'll leave the article in the description box. You can read it yourself. But it says Garrard said combining meth and fentanyl could be the most dangerous move of all. Although researchers are still trying to figure out how the drugs work together. We definitely want to dissuade people from the notion that somehow a downer and an upper cancel each other out, he said. Early data suggests the combination is probably more deadly than the sum of its parts. Some deaths involving meth are due to the risky or violent behavior it can cause, not the drug itself. Rose and her 19-year-old boyfriend stopping to talk to a reporter one morning on their way to a drop-in center where they hope to shower. Wow. Two Edomites, man. Said they knew of a man who had hanged himself after a meth-fueled fight with his girlfriend. Last year in Tulsa, a 25-year-old man with a schizophrenia died after he shattered the glass door of a downtown bank while on meth, and two police officers who had been pursuing him shot him with a taser 27 times. God damn. His autopsy report said the likely cause of death was cardiac arrest due to methamphetamine toxicity in the setting of physical exertion restraint with cardiovascular disease as a contributor factor. The man's relatives say excessive force by the police was to blame and are planning to sue, said Demario Solomon Simeons, a lawyer from the family. I mean, that's enough on that. I'm going to get to the scripture, man. All right. It says, Jeremiah 49, verse 12. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. All right. And who's that? The Israelites, man. The nation of Israel, Yasharallah, man. Which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Israelites that the Bible speaks of. The real Israelites, man. All right. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? All right. He's asking you a question. All right. thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And who's that talk about? All right, Esau, Edom, man. All right. All right. And I ain't gonna say who it is because y'all already know who it is. All right. For those in the know. All right. I just had a video taken down. So, talking about, you know, this damn devil, man. All right. So I gotta watch out what I say even further. All right. But yeah, and like I said before, man. All right. Our people were once these drugs were introduced to our people were dying from left and right, and there was no outcry on that, man. Where was Esau trying to save our people, man? All right, nowhere to be found. Why? Cause he's the one who put the damn drugs, man, in the community, man. So he didn't give a fuck, man. But now that it's hitting his people, now he has a problem with it. No one gives a shit, man. All right, get ready to go into slavery, all right, and then get ready to be wiped out. Thus saith the Lord. But with that, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Kagudash, Shalom.